Leo, hello beautiful Leos. Adrian Nelson here from ahngreatlife.com with your divine counterpart twin flame love reading. Let's see what's happening over there. This is for those of you that either would like to connect to your twin flame or believe yourself to be in a twin flame connection. Please remember this is a general reading, so please take it as it resonates. The focus period is 6 till 12 February, but obviously whenever you see it, it's the right time for you. So, and how beautiful are those cards? It's got that very Sun Leo sort of energy. I just got them like 2 days ago. I absolutely love them. The Radiant Tarot. Okay, great and full. Amazing stuff. Number 4, there's stability. Leo, you are ready. You, my beautiful Leos, you are ready. Okay? If you've been in any space where maybe there has been some sort of some doubt, some uncertainty, not being so sure about things, you are ready. You could also be dealing with a very fire sign sort of energy here, most likely an Aries. Or maybe you just have a lot of Aries in your chart, but you are ready. You know, your cup is ready to flow, to overflow with love. You are ready emotionally, mentally, physically, everything really. Wow. Do we need to carry on? Do we need to carry on? Oh my goodness, let's see what we got. So we're going to do in tarot, we're going to clarify it, we're going to see what the universe has for you. Let's put these cards just back. Let's see, what is it that the universe has for you beautiful Leos when it comes to love? I really wanted to start showing my face again in these videos, but it's so hot in South Africa at the moment and I'm literally sweating like a pig, so let's keep the videos looking beautiful. Alright, what has brought you towards where you are at the moment? So we're starting off there with the High Priestess, which is Moon energy, the 5 of Cups, and the 10 of Swords. So for some of you, you may have been in a connection where I wouldn't necessarily say that you were fully unhappy, but it's also that you weren't ravingly happy. So it might actually be, Leo, that maybe your sort of like emotional needs weren't, you know, sort of fully met in a situation here in the past. I do see that there might have been quite a lot of love, quite a lot of care, quite a lot of compassion. This is one of those places where something can actually work. And you won't necessarily be unhappy, but you also won't be 100% fulfilled. And it's almost like some of you got to a point of contemplation. It was almost like, you know, when you sometimes in life get to that, almost like a point of no return. So you're either going to do this or you're not going to do it. And I feel that for many of you, you kind of got to a point of like, I don't think I want to do it. Some of you may have also been in a connection from a point of, or stayed in a connection from a point of maybe hurt. Maybe you were with someone that really needed to help you to overcome some emotions, or maybe you just weren't ready for a different sort of commitment. So respectfully, you may have been two broken people that needed each other at a point, but now it's time to move away from that. And there might be a painful release that is taking place here for some of you. A very hurtful release where you maybe don't want to hurt someone, but you understand that it's also time to let that connection go. Or maybe somebody realized that it was time to let the connection with you go. But I feel that in many ways, I feel you are the one doing the letting go here, Leo. Okay. Let's see what we've got for your current space. So where did all of that bring you? Good, amazing, beautiful stuff. 6 of Wands, victory and success. The Chariot there, Leo energy, and the 5 of Wands. So even though it might be very difficult to let that go, even though it might be very difficult to, you know, to go ahead with that separation that some of you had to do there, you are now in that perfect space where your vibration is in alignment with the highest good of love, where you can move forward with, okay, let me put it to you like this. I feel that for some of you, it's not like you may have been in a bad connection. It's not necessarily that you have been in one of those horrible, terrible sort of things. It is just that I feel it's almost like you had to be that little bit less of who you are in that particular space. You know, that everything was hunky-dory as long as you didn't do this or didn't do that, or started this or started that sort of thing. So it's almost like you had to I would almost say sacrifice a little bit of who it is that you needed to be. And I feel that for some of you, you are in that space now where emotionally you are now beginning to stand up for your emotional needs. Because you could have always also been dealing with someone that also almost, I don't know, Leo, it feels almost like there was like your personal needs, your personal emotional needs were not fully acknowledged, or it's like you had to tone yourself down a little bit, you know. Maybe some of you even needed to take substances to sort of like tone yourself down a bit, or you know, maybe engage in things like going to the club when you don't feel like going to the club, that sort of thing. Because if you don't say yes, or maybe go to the work function or whatever, and if you don't say yes, it was going to be a problem. So you were just like, oh, let me just do it. But I feel that many of you are you're pretty much done with playing small. You know, you're pretty much done with I would almost say with like not being you. Okay, let's see what is happening for you going forward, because it's a very healthy space. While some people, I also feel that here for some of you, you might be dealing with someone that might be delivering low blows. You know, so, oh, you're not really a man, or, you know, you're not really a woman, you know, that sort of thing. You might be dealing here with someone that might be having a lot of pain within themselves, so they revert to spiteful energy. Okay, let's see heading forward. Yep, this is a release. This is a release, and I also don't. I feel that it's a release that you realize that the time for this is right now. You know, there's that space of knowing that it's time to move on. 8 of Wands, 7 of Wands, 8 of Cups. Oh, sorry, Queen of Cups. So emotionally, you are ready to move. You are at that space, especially this is where you're heading, where I feel that you are honoring your emotions, because some of you have not fully been honoring your emotions. Okay, you open for something new, and I feel that for many of you, you're in that space of like, I would love to be with someone. I would be with someone. It can really work, but if it means that I cannot be me, then I'm not going to do it. All right, but and because of that, I see you going forward and actually building something really beautiful with someone new, because you're going into a space where you are building something with someone where you don't have to sacrifice who you are. Okay, where who you are is actually celebrated instead of suppressed, in a sense. Okay, let us clarify. So we're going to clarify that recent past. There I saw that strength card there, your energy there. Second time I see the death card, transformation, moving from what doesn't work to what is working. So we're clarifying that recent past there, the High Priestess, the 5 of Cups, the 10 of Swords, as well as your Oracle card, Great and Full, very ready. So 2 of Swords, 10 of Cups in reverse, and Mother of Pentacles, which is Queen of Pentacles. And what I can tell you is, I obviously go through all these cards before I do a reading. I can tell you for a fact that card was not in reverse. It always surprises me when they just pop around like that. You made some decisions there in the past. You know, I feel that for some of you, you knew exactly what you wanted, and you realized that you couldn't have it with that person. It doesn't mean that that person was a bad person. I'm turning it around, but that is the 10 of Cups in reverse. It's more sort of when we realize that the connection with someone was a cycle, and that cycle is now time for the cycle to come to an end. You could have also dealt with someone that maybe, I feel that for some of you, you dealt with someone that sort of like annoyed you, because, you know, and it's those small annoyances that over time they grow. You know, sometimes you fight with someone and you fight about everything, but you're not really mentioning this, but you're actually fighting about this. You know, so you could have been dealing with someone that maybe they weren't so good with money, they weren't good with time, maybe they were running their mouth. I just feel that you were dealing with someone that in a way, they were irresponsible with energy, and they were irresponsible with energy in a sense that they would do things and they would say things, and then it almost kind of falls on you. So they would say things, and then you're supposed to be the one that, you know, that maybe has to go clean up the mess, sort of thing. And so for some of you, you went like, I'm not going to do that anymore. All right. Good for you, Leo. Good for you, because those things are difficult sometimes. Even though, as I'm saying that, I feel that some of you are stepping away with quite a lot of peace. So we're clarifying your current space. You've got 4 cards for that, and 4 of Wands, which is stability. So that is quite amazing. So you've got the Son of Pentacles, which is the Knight of Pentacles, and you've got the 2 of Cups. So this is pretty much you at this particular point in time going where you are appreciated. And I feel that I don't necessarily would say that anybody is cheating in here, but I do feel a sense that there are other interests over there, and you may have said no to those interests, from a sense of loyalty and commitment. But I feel that you are going now where your heart is sort of celebrated and appreciated. Son of Swords, which is the Knight of Swords, and the Four of Pentacles. So I see for some of you, you are actually, you may have stayed in a connection longer than you actually wanted to, but you did it from a sense of respect because, I do feel that some of you are dealing with someone that might be reverting to a little bit of manipulation. Like, if you leave me, what will I do? If you leave me, I won't be able to cope. If you leave me, I will do this and this and that to myself. I will hurt myself. I will harm myself. I also feel that for some of you, you are dealing here with someone, and this is a bit of a conniving energy. It's not necessarily for all of you. There's a little bit of wind blowing here. So if any of you had wind blowing, this might be a message for you. Maybe something's blowing around you or just a breath around you. Could be for you. But I feel that for some of you, you're dealing here with an energy of a person who is almost manipulating you in a very subtle sort of way. There might be a different person that maybe they had something with, or possibly had something with, or that sort of thing. And it's almost like, if you leave me, I'm going to go with that person. And it's not necessarily that they want to go with that person. They might actually be using that to manipulate you. All right. Listen, if people want to destruct themselves, let them destruct themselves. Obviously, if that resonates with you. I don't like to tell you what you should do. Energy heading forward, Father of Pentacles, which is the Knight of Pentacles, the High Priestess. Again, we are dealing with emotions here with the High Priestess, the Moon. It's like a deep emotional needs that a person has, and the Nine of Wands over here. I see you going with where you are respected. I see you going with where you are celebrated. I see you being pretty fed up of a connection and going with a different space. Okay, and I see it working out really, really well, because it's almost like you may have overplayed where you should have left, actually. Okay, if that resonates with you, I'd really appreciate you liking the video, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. Let's see what the universe has for you. Let's see what message the universe has for you, beautiful Leos. What does the universe have for Leo, please? Whoa, look at that. Look at that. Heart is healed. Three of Swords, Queen of Cups, Queen of Swords. So someone may have been able to manipulate you because there was emotions within you that were unhealed. Those emotions have now healed, so you're beginning to see things for what they are. Some of you are putting a lot of hard work into life, into money, and those type of things. And I feel that you are going to a space where you appreciate it. So you're pretty much making up your mind, I feel, to leave this connection and to be with someone else. All right, even if that means being alone on your own for a while. But I do see you, as you're kind of moving away from a connection, you might be growing something beautiful with someone else. All right, beautiful stuff. Leo, that's what I got for you. I hope that it helps. If you want to have a deeper look into your own personal energy, have a deeper understanding of where you are energetically at the moment, what your options are for life, for love, for happiness, you might want to consider booking a personal reading with me. You can either check out my website down below, or you can send me an email and we can have a look for you. Until next time, namaste, love and light. Bye, beautiful Leos.